just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. Making some progress here. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Connection made. Travis Etienne. Won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
19 Tiger. Let go.
This one left for Daniels. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Ready? Half the 60.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. One towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hey, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
We've set it downs from 37.
Get it.
Etienne gets it on his own read. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the gun, Daniels sends this to the end zone. He scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. No hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. Second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On the ground here, Tracy. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Drive from the pistol. Out by Theo Johnson. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and 10 from the 43. Go play action. Here's Dart. He's going deep this time. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants start off well, tie things 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they were lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Play action now. Daniels finds the in route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lions.
To throw, Daniels. That's complete to Musgrave. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cut 19, cut 19.
Working now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's got it at the 5. This is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and play action game, rewards follow on the back end.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Tracy. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Now facing 3rd and 8 after that delay of game penalty.
Let's go. Go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Daniels setting up the play action. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Okay, ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on, come on. 65, 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
An option give here to ETN. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but if A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On the jump.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We've set it downs from the 37.
37-yard line.
19, 18, Mustang 19.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. We've set it downs from 37.
Trap 50, trap 50. Get up. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Daniels now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here we go, stack. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. With that tackle to Michael Hall.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's caught by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go one right fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. The left side finds Johnson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
So that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. Caught by Flowers. And he's tackled after get this to the opposing 46. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
First and 10 now from the 46. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Next on the crosser. And they get this down to the 28. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set now. First and 10. A handoff to Tracy. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Tracy once more. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
21. Giants 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Let's go now. 65, 65.
Play action now with Daniels. And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
One play action with darts. Gets this to Johnson. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Elbow play action. Here's Dart. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Dart gonna throw again. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running back sent in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Throwing on first down. It starts. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Kick by Trujillo is good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's Tracy. Gets up the edge to the 35. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
On first down, here's Darks. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They'll look against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. Throwing from the gun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. In the red zone on first. Throws caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And he stopped short of that goal line. That would have made it a field goal game, but instead the deficit remains at 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. As this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready?
This one set up for Daniels. And he will get this inside the 30.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Okay, ready?
The big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Here we go.
First and 10 around to Robinson. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he put everything he's got behind it. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. The defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And they find that for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Throw, 3rd and long. It's on target to Johnson. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down from the 42.
42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now here he goes on the boot. Flushed out of the pocket. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
A give to Tracy up the middle. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
They're really happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the pistol. Still on him quick, and they bring it down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
19 Tigers. Buffalo 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Big moment here as Maddox Trujillo comes on. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, the game could be on the line with that one.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit! First roll 80. Pump 70. Out 70. 70 line. 19 right.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds the football outside. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, they need 7.
Go! County Lions!
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On the stick!
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go! Seven Pirates!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's ETN on 1st down. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
65, 6.
Design run. Daniels will keep it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 65, 6.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down at that 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders up by just a couple of points.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a 1st down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Come on. 60 Eagles.
ETN will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
The Giants using their 1st time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Past the 60.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
70 Lions.
be over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there. So after that make, the field goal won't cost him the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. To throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Setting up to pass. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throwing now. He finds Neighbors right side. And they catch him just in time to prevent the 1st, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. There we go. It's Tracy. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. They'll look to throw it. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And they get it spiked before time runs out, but only 3 seconds remain. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. And this will not be caught. So their last chance aim to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. to score this as a win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.